it's exciting. He hasn't pitched in 10 days, so I know he's eager to get back out there and make a contribution. I think there's going to be some intensity. I think he's going to raise the level of energy for our ball club. I think that's great, and it's going to be good stuff. It's going to be good fastball, good slider, and changeup in there, and he's going to go out there and compete. So I feel like we're going to feed off of what he brings to us tonight.
There's obviously familiarity, whether it's like Cardinals facing the Dodgers, things like that, being a hometown kid. But what are you learning from him just with this outing, and what are you looking to see in regard to that side of understanding management?
I think, any player, as I've been traded myself, and you want to be able to contribute. And so he's been here for a handful of days, and he's getting to lay the land through a side. But I think now is the final piece. He's excited to be a Dodger, is to be able to kind of participate with his new teammates. And so then he can really feel like he's a part of things. So I think he's just kind of been holding as long as he could. And there's a lot of energy and excitement that's waiting to be unleashed tonight.
As you dug in on him since you guys got him, what are the things that he's done this year that have been most important and that you're watching for you guys on a start-by-start basis?
You know what, Jack? I haven't. I know Jack in the sense of I've seen him in years past when he was good, and then there were some injuries, and then obviously this year he's been really good, but I haven't dug in on specifically why he's been so good this year.
You said in San Diego that he brings edge. Do you feel like you guys need some edge right now?
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing, and not to say that our guys aren't playing hard and have some edge, but when that starter comes out and has that kind of energy or edge, there's nothing else to do but kind of follow, and I'm expecting that tonight.
Why'd you tweak the Teo and Smith in the lineup?
A little scuffling, and for me, I just felt that if there's 5 at bats to get, I would rather Teo take that 5th at bat, and I think Will's a guy I've certainly counted on and depend on, but there's been long enough of a time for me to see that it just hasn't been the at-bats that we're going to get out of him, but he's just going through it right now. So I just felt that it's kind of a minor tweak, but it doesn't change too much.
When Will's in an extended slump like this, is it usually something that's mechanical? Is he sort of chasing more than usual? How does it usually manifest?
I think it manifests itself in missing fastballs that he should move forward. He doesn't chase very much. I think all it comes down to is pitches that he should hit. At bat should be ended, and he doesn't do that. And then you start opening yourself up to some tougher pitches behind the count.
On the surface, Rosario this season, the splits are pretty much equal, righties versus lefties. The way the offense has been going, did you give consideration to playing him tonight, even though there's a righty on the mound?
I didn't. I didn't. I felt that, where we're at, I do think that I love Kike's defense at third. I like Andy in center field, and I don't want to run from him, although he's been, struggling a little bit. Jason's been a, mainstay in right field versus left, and obviously Teo. So, and Gavin's been swinging a really hot bat, and the defense for Nicky Ahmed, I think, is as good as anybody in baseball. So I felt that, we acquired Ahmed to hit lefties, and his track record has echoed that. But yeah, he's played good baseball this year. He really has.
Has he been more neutral this year? I think he said 299 against righties. Has he been more neutral than what you remember from him last year?
Yeah, and honestly, I haven't dug too much on inside of his versus right this year. He's certainly hitting for average, and I know he can slug a lefty. I haven't really looked at the on base or, because honestly, to be quite frank, he's not on this team, and we didn't acquire him to be an everyday player. He didn't play every day in Tampa and to hit righty, so that's just kind of the way I see it.
Has Yamamoto thrown a bullpen today, or is he scheduled to anytime soon?
Yoshinobu did throw today. He threw a 20-pitch bullpen, and we were really excited about the command, the velocity. He came out of it good, so he's going to throw another one on Tuesday.
All fastballs.
Fastballs. There was a couple curveballs in there, and I think some splits. So I think he uses the whole mix.
I think I was some concern when he went on the IL, but just how encouraging is a bullpen for him in this step as to move forward?
It's a big step forward. Obviously, we're all hoping to get him back at some point in time in September. So this was the real first step for him. And then to be able to follow that up with another aggressive bullpen on Tuesday, we're moving in the right direction. So today was a big day for Yoshinobu.
Do you foresee him doing a minor league stint, or could he do like some games with you guys if you thought that was far ahead yet?
That's a good question. I don't know the minor league season. I'm sure it mirrors somewhat of our season. I think right now we'll just get through the bullpens and then the sim games, and we'll see where we're at. And I don't know what the build-up will be when he joins us. That's a good question.
When is the cavalry arriving for you guys? Do you feel like your team is waiting for the cavalry too?
I do. I think we're going to get some relievers back next week. So I'm excited to get potentially some guys back. We'll see. And then as far as on the position player side, Mookie is having a good day, and he's supposed to be back right around the 12th, 13th, something like that. And Muncie and Edmund shouldn't be too far behind him. So the cavalry's coming. Freddie, we should have hopefully this next series. I got word that there's a thought that he's going to be back for that Philly series. I don't know which day, but I'm excited to hear that too.
Do you feel like you guys have to hold hard between now and then? And obviously, you don't have your guys right now, but how do you manage that?
Yeah, we do. I think that's kind of, you never. I believe in these guys. I feel good about tonight, but I also feel that we've overcome or going through a lot right now as far as tapping into the depth, some really good players that we don't have, and we just got to try to win as many as we can.
The relievers, all three.
No.
Gratterall needs more time.
No, Gratterall. I think Gratterall and Michael they're close. They're really close. So I don't know, how it's going to manifest itself. But as far as kind of the rehab, those two guys have checked the boxes that they need to check. Will be today. Today they're pitching again today. Tonight. He's going to need a little bit more time. Yeah.
And then just quickly going back to 12, 13, do you feel like that's just realistic?
I do. I think that, everything that I hear is trending that way. So hopefully that kind of shows itself.